Welcome back to the mean streets of East London. 6 players still in competition for £50,000. Here's how the division of cash looks, and it's very much in the favour of Ian Woodley from Kent. Mike McGee still very much in contention. The one player I guess we should be feeling a little worried for is the man from Massachusetts, that's Chris Cianci. He's crossed an ocean full of fish just to get here. I only hope he isn't beginning to feel like the fish at the table himself.
Okay, a fish. Now a fish at the table, apart from the devilfish of course, a fish at the table is the mug at the table, is the weak player, he's the guy who they build the games around. Now if you can't spot the mug at the table or the fish at the table, it's usually you. So find a better game.
You're a big enough kicker for me. Don't you need a king? Don't you need ace king?
Yeah, that's right. How'd you know?
Let me see a bit of a raise here from Ian.
We'll have a little call.
Oh, well, just called it. Suppose being under the gun, first to act. Got a lot of players in front of you.
Yeah. He's limiting his downside there. If somebody did come over the top, he would be able to walk away.
Now this is an all-in move, without a shadow of a doubt.
Raise the 12.
Well, he certainly bumped it up. I don't know whether he can afford anything too fancy with the small amount of cash in front of him, but he looks like he's going to get a call from Ian Woodley, who's way behind with the ace-10 offsuit.
No call.
You see, if he goes all in, he takes a pot there and then. Doesn't matter, ace-king suit is a premium hand. But Ian could easily catch his flop.
Yeah, there's a straight out there for Ian, of course. And the 10s.
8, jack.
As it is, he's got away with it, but I didn't like that move from Chris. He should have stuck them all in.
What's the left there, mate, please? 21.
Well,
Your age and my way.
Yeah.
it
My
looks
waist
like
size.
he's played it perfectly, because he's going to attract a bet from Ian Woodley, and as long as he doesn't believe Woodley hit that flop,
Sleeping early, huh?
If he calls this, it would be a great call.
I think he has to call it.
He's
He
got
has
to
to
call
call
it.
it. He
He's
has.
committed. He's in great shape.
He's going to love what he sees,
Ian shows ace-10.
and unless
Chris is winning.
a 10 comes down,
Bill and Ben, please.
and Ben, number
10
10,
is a 6.
Well,
No
that's-
help to Ian.
that's got rid of any straight possibilities for Ian Woodley. It has to be a 10.
No 10.
3 cards in the deck to keep
It's an 8. Chris doubles up.
number 8.
He's gone on away with it.
Called it.
He really has gone away with it. If Ian had had a small pair and stuck him all in, he would have taken it.
Thank you. Cool.
As it is, he's now built himself up to £7,000. He's not in bad shape now.
Yeah, the mellow American was staring over the precipice, and now he's staring over a stack of £50 notes that adds up to £7,000.
You know what I was going back to saying about Ian? He's played it so well. He's in a great position now. He doesn't need to give his money away. So making calls like that, putting the guy all in, most of the time might work, but that time obviously got caught out, and now he's virtually doubled up Chris.
12.
Well, he may not have thought Chris was the danger man, but he will certainly feel that about
Ace
Mike
as well.
McGee, who has just bumped it up with an ace-jack. Now, difficult decision. Ace-8 suited. John Shaw hasn't played a hand for a while,
On.
Yeah, it's all in.
and he has announced all in.
Good move.
Well, it's certainly showing scant regard for the poker, I think, senior citizen. Is a fair
Nine.
description of Mike in poker terms.
Very fair, Grub.
Pass.
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 Well, if Mike calls with his ace-jack, he's going to love what he sees. He's in a great
I don't
position.
think I got 4 or 9. What ball would he put in? 4?
6.
6.
Hardy again trying to win himself a BAFTA. King 7 in front of him. And I suggest
Well, Mike's
they're going to be about 3 feet further in front of him now. And rightly so.
Pass.
Now, Mike McGee, big decision to make.
Tough decision here, Grub. Really tough. He's got to think, is he losing to a middle to high pair? Is he out-kicked with his jack? That's why having ace-jack under the gun is such a tricky hand, because if you do raise and someone comes over the top, you've got to think, is my jack big enough? Am I up against ace-queen, ace-king? If I am, I'm in bad shape. As it is, he's in very good shape. Be a great call if he calls this.
Well, been playing cards since he was 8 years old. He's 59 now. If anyone can read a situation, it's going to be Mike McGee.
He's looking ready to call, isn't he?
Yeah.
He won't be afraid of getting short stacked. The last 2 tournaments he won that he was telling me about, he was down to absolute nothing and bounced all the way back to win them both. £20,000 in each tournament.
That's the problem.
I think he'll probably call, because he's probably got, I think he's got about 4 grand left if he does call.
3, 7 on top.
So he's not out of it.
3, 7 on
He
top.
knows he's such a skillful player, he can come back. Yeah.
We have an all in and a
Great call,
call.
Mike. Great call.
Yeah, this looks grim for the man north of the border. It's the first time we've really seen John Shaw smile.
On the backs.
He's embarrassed to show.
Tell the show down, lads. John shows
McGee
ace eight
commits
of hearts.
himself a
Mike
wry
McGee
little smile
shows
because
ace
he
jack.
is in front.
Ace jack's leading.
Doesn't want to see any hearts, Mike.
Well, here comes the flop. No more betting to be done. These gentlemen are committed.
Up his 8,
Inevitable,
queen,
isn't it?
5.
Well, no hearts, but
John
that
hits the
has
front.
it's paired the 8s. Now it has to be a jack.
Turn is a 3. Now help to Mike.
3 cards in the whole deck that can help Mike. How many times have we seen that? The worst hand has come out on top.
Well, it's not over yet. The river card is here.
It's a deuce. John doubles up.
Well, Mad Marty
Good call.
says it how it was. John has doubled up. John, a good enough sportsman to say, good call.
He's getting a bit leery. He's chip
You can see that Anthony Hardy has now slumped to the bottom of the tree. If you look there, Michael, he's sharing it with Mike McGee. You can't have predicted that.
No. Don't write them both off. They're both great players. I still fancy Anthony to come back and do well.
And there they are again.
Again.
That's the 4th time we've had pocket 4s. Now, I said this guy won a scratch card. Well, you'd have put pretty long odds on seeing pocket 4s 4 times in the first, well, minutes of a tournament.
Pass. Okay, just a second.
Sorry.
Instead, it's okay out of turn.
Sorry.
Suited cards
Yeah.
for Woodley.
Pass, pass.
Hardy has already folded out of turn. And McGee, I imagine, is going to fold in turn, although he's got some money in there.
Yeah, might just call it. He's getting good value, good odds. Just to see a flop.
Yeah, good value with very bad cards. He has very little money left.
Cool.
Call.
John Shaw unable to bust any moves with an 8-2 offsuit. So, step 1 of the plan has worked for McGee. He's going to get a look at some cards. Now,